Darth Maul has an absolute hate for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Almost every decision he made in the Clone Wars was to try to hurt and kill Obi-Wan. He wanted him to suffer.
You will suffer as I have suffered.
This is obviously because Obi-Wan cut Darth Maul in half. Yet despite all this hatred that Maul has for Obi-Wan, he actually hates someone more, and that person is Palpatine. After having taken control of Mandalore and killing the Duchess Satine, Darth Maul had risen to power with his brother, and he had exacted his revenge on Obi-Wan. However, right after this, Palpatine came in because Maul was too powerful and might disrupt his plans with Order 66. Maul thought that he could join back with his master and become his apprentice once more, but obviously that didn't happen. Instead, Palpatine killed Savage Opress and then tortured Maul and imprisoned him. Eventually, Maul escaped with the help of the Mandalorians. At this point, Maul almost forgot about Obi-Wan. He had already gotten some of his revenge on him, and now his attention was elsewhere, towards Palpatine. Palpatine had killed his brother, denied him back to the Sith, and tortured and imprisoned him, so now he had to pay. At this point, Maul's revenge and hatred was all against Palpatine. Obi-Wan was out of the picture. Maul gathered up his strength, so that when the time comes, he can ruin Palpatine's plans. The time did come, and he orchestrates the siege of Mandalore. This is so that he can attract Obi-Wan, but not just Obi-Wan. More specifically, he wanted Anakin to go to Mandalore. He wanted to get revenge against Palpatine. Bringing Obi-Wan along was just a bonus, but of course that also failed. So then he hid, and as he did before, he waited for the right opportunity to strike against the newly formed Emperor. Eventually, he went to Malachor 5 to get the Sith holocron hidden inside the Sith temple. This way here he could activate the temple and destroy Darth Sidious once and for all, and get revenge for him killing his brother. However, that didn't work out for him as well. He realized that his hunt for revenge against Palpatine had failed, and it was useless. That is until he met Ezra Bridger, and then they went to get the holocron. He tried to get Ezra to activate the temple, and then become his apprentice. He knew he couldn't do it alone. However, Ezra didn't want to join Maul, and they had attracted the likes of Vader, and Maul knew that he couldn't defeat Vader. So he ran off, and his last hope of getting revenge for Sidious was truly gone. The only thing left was to find out if Obi-Wan was still alive. This way here he can get some of the last revenge on Obi-Wan. He tried that, but Obi-Wan was prepared, and this time he cut him in half vertically instead of horizontally, and that killed him. For most of his life, his biggest anger and hatred lied against Palpatine, and not Obi-Wan. Of course at one point it was Obi-Wan, but Palpatine actually caused Maul more pain than his nemesis.
The Sith took everything from me, ripped me from my mother's arms, murdered my brother, used me as a weapon, and then cast me aside.
And that is why Maul hated Palpatine more than Obi-Wan. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the video on screen to keep watching more about Darth Maul. And apart from that, have a great day.